Tuesday, the 14th of January, 2025. First reading. Reading from the book of Hebrews. It was not to angels that God subjected the world to come, of which we are speaking. It has been testified somewhere, what is man, that you are mindful of him, or the Son of Man, that you care for him? You made him for a little while lower than the angels. You have crowned him with glory and honor, putting everything in subjection under his feet. Now in putting everything in subjection to him, he left nothing outside his control. At present, we do not yet see everything in subjection to him. But we see him who for a little while was made lower than the angels, namely Jesus, crowned with glory and honor because of the suffering of death, so that by the grace of God he might taste death for everyone. For it was fitting that he, for whom and by whom all things exist, in bringing many sons to glory, should make the founder of their salvation perfect through suffering. For he who sanctifies and those who are sanctified all have one source. That is why he is not ashamed to call them brothers and sisters, saying, I will tell of your name to my brothers. In the midst of the congregation I will sing your praise. Responsorial Psalm. You gave your Son power over the works of your hands. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name through all the earth. What is man that you keep him in mind, the Son of Man that you care for him? You gave your Son power over the works of your hands. Yet you have made him little lower than the angels. With glory and honor you crowned him, gave him power over the works of your hands. You put all things under his feet. You gave your power over the works of your hands. All of them, sheep and oxen, yes, even the cattle of the fields, birds of the air, and fish of the sea that make their way through the waters. You gave your Son power over the works of your hands. Gospel acclamation. Alleluia, alleluia. Receive the word of God, not as human words, but as what it really is, the word of God. Alleluia. Gospel. Reading from the book of Mark. Jesus and his disciples went into Capernaum, and immediately on the Sabbath Jesus entered the synagogue and was teaching. And they were astonished at his teaching, for he taught them as one who had authority, and not as the scribes. And immediately there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit. And he cried out, What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God. But Jesus rebuked him, saying, Be silent, and come out of him. And the unclean spirit, convulsing him and crying out with a loud voice, came out of him. And they were all amazed, so that they questioned among themselves, saying, What is this? A new teaching with authority. He commands even the unclean spirits, and they obey him. And at once his fame spread everywhere throughout all the surrounding region of Galilee. Gospel of the Lord.